the crown of no king. You ever wonder about the things that just are? Like mountains, or the deep ocean. Things so ancient, they feel less like places and more like sleeping thoughts. Well, high above even the highest mountain, where the clouds didn't just float but curled like sleeping, dreaming dragons, there was one such thought. The Sky Forge, an old citadel, carved right into the spine of the heavens. Imagine that. Its towers weren't just stone. They shimmered, practically hummed with runes older than the first whisper of time. And the gates, listen, the gates were guarded by statues, monumental things, frozen mid-roar, mid-flight. But they weren't always frozen. Only when the moon was full, they say, did those stone eyes crack open, did those stone lungs draw a breath, just for a moment, just enough to acknowledge something vast passing through. Evan. He was the one climbing. You might have heard tales of wanderers, men with little to their name. But Evan was different. He had no past, see, no family stories, no, I was born on a Tuesday, under a lucky star. Nothing, just a kind of clean slate, a quiet emptiness where memories should have been, like he'd been plucked from thin air and set down, fully formed, with nowhere to go but up, and up he went. He climbed the endless staircase toward that citadel, not just miles, but epochs of steps, steps worn smooth by wind and time, steps that sang a faint, forgotten song when the sun hit them just right. The air got thin, cold, stinging, but he kept going. No past, no fear, just forward. He was chasing a legend, same as anyone. The crown of dawn. They said it was forged from the first sunrise, a relic that could wake magic that had been asleep since the world was young. Forbidden magic. You know the kind you probably shouldn't mess with. When he finally reached the summit, the air around him didn't just feel different. It trembled, like the very atmosphere was holding its breath. And then, slow, deliberate, the colossal gates of the Sky Forge began to open. No creaking, no grinding, just a silent, majestic parting, as if they'd been expecting him all along. Inside, oh, inside, it was a cathedral of light and sound. The forge blazed, not with fire from wood or coal, but with celestial flame, a kind of divine heat that tasted of ozone and starlight. Sparks drifted through the air like tiny nascent stars, each one a universe waiting to ignite. And the anvil, massive, ancient, at the very heart of the chamber, it hummed, not a sound you hear with your ears, but one you feel in your bones, the heartbeat of creation itself. And there it was, floating at the center of the chamber, above the hum of the anvil, the crown of dawn. It wasn't metal, not really. It was woven from pure, liquid gold light, and something else, something you could almost feel radiating from it, the memory of hope, pristine, fragile, powerful. But the crown wasn't unguarded. Oh no. Slowly, from behind it, a colossal form began to coalesce. It wasn't solid, not entirely. It was forged from storm clouds and starlight, swirling, shifting. Its eyes, they glowed like twin suns, ancient and all-knowing. And when it spoke, its voice rolled like thunder across the chamber, shaking the very stones of the forge. Only one who carries no throne may claim the crown. Evan paused. He looked at the guardian, then at the crown, then back at his own empty hands. No throne. He had no throne, literally. No lineage, no royal blood. No kingdom waiting for him. No destiny carved for him by fate or prophecy. He was just Evan, a man with no past, no identity, no history to weigh him down or lift him up. But he had something else. A heart. A heart that, for reasons even he couldn't explain, simply refused to bow. Not to fate, not to legend, not to this colossal, starlit guardian. He took a single step forward. The guardian lowered its massive head, its twin sun eyes dimming slightly, acknowledging, and the crown of dawn, shimmering, descended. Slow, deliberate, it floated down until it hovered just above Evan's brow. And when it touched him, the sky forge erupted, not in an explosion, but in a blaze of radiant power, pure light that pulsed outwards, filling the citadel, then spilling out across the heavens. The clouds, those sleeping dragons, woke with a start, reflecting the golden light. The very sky trembled in recognition, because in that moment, bathed in the dawn's light, bathed in that forbidden magic, everyone knew. He was definitely not a wanderer. Not truly. Not anymore. If he ever had been. As the light swirled around him, wrapping him in warmth and power, he felt something awaken within him, something that had been sleeping for a very, very long time. And down below, in the mortal world, a world starved for wonder, for meaning, magic returned. You could feel it in the air, a faint hum beneath the mundane, like a long, lost breath finally drawn in. That's my uncle.